Good morning, this is Avraham Shira for the Chabura, and we're here with John Moses Beckham and a few other great guys, and we're going to learn today some interesting things on how to deal with evil people. And this is very sensitive material because no one wants to say that anybody's evil anymore, at least on paper or on pixels. Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Mishum Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, Mutar litgarot b'rasha'im ba'olam hazeh. It is permitted to antagonize evil people in this world, even if, of course, the Rasha is famous and he's well known and he's got some power behind him. And he should not be worried about them, any revenge or any reciprocation. That's from the Maharsha. It's written, Ozvei Torah Yalalu Rasha, V'shomrei Torah Yitgaru Ba'am. Those who leave the Torah, their tendency is to praise evil people. Once you leave the Torah, we lose our scale of measuring quality. And the quality here, we're talking about the deeds of human beings. So the people who leave the Torah, oftentimes they start to praise the wrong people, even the Rasha'im. The Shomrei Torah, but the ones who keep the Torah, Yitgaru Bam, they will antagonize those people, the Rasha'im. That's from Shlomo Melech. Now, Tani Nami Hachi, we have a bright that supports this idea. Rabbi Dostai bar Matun Omer, Mutar litgarot b'rasha'im b'olam hazeh. Again, he repeats the idea that it is permissible to antagonize, which should tell us immediately the opposite inverse is also true, that it's forbidden to antagonize good people just because you can, or they're bothering you, or you don't like their lawnmower going at 8 o'clock, Sunday morning. No, only Rasha'im does the Torah permit us to antagonize, and of course that's usually from a position of not wanting them to spread their influence. And so Rabbi Dostai repeats the idea, and he brings the same pasuk, Ozvei Torah Yalu Rasha V'shomrei Torah Yitgaru Bam. Right? Those who leave the Torah will praise the wrong people, and the people who keep the Torah are allowed to antagonize. Ve'im lachshecha adam. Now, if a person whispers in your ear or says something to you on the side, Vaha kativ, al titchar mera'im, al tikaneh b'osei avela. And he says, but wait a minute. A man comes along and says, don't raise your ire against the evil ones, and don't be jealous of those who do injustice. This is an interesting phenomenon that we have, that people will do injustice and they will succeed. And part of us is jealous, even though we know it's wrong, because that part of us is our Yetzer Hara, that is jealous of other people's success, even if they get it in the wrong way. And that's al tikaneh b'osei avela. Don't be jealous of those who do injustice. And the Rav adds on that this also includes not making machloket or arguments with Rasha'im. So here we have our first general disagreement. The one says that you can arouse your antagonism towards Rasha'im. The other one says, don't bother, let the sleeping dogs lie. Okay, so where we go with this? Amorlo, mish libo nokpo omer ke. Well, basically, if somebody's heart is suddenly afraid, if a person is afraid of a Rasha, then you probably shouldn't start in with them. But if you're fearless and you don't worry about their ability to respond against you, then the Torah gives you permission. But if a person is afraid, it's not really a good way to go. Ella al titchar b'mera'im. The Rav gives another perush. Al titchar b'mera'im. Don't enter into competition with evil people about evil things. You know, if a guy's trying to get you to gamble on a horse race in Las Vegas or whatever, that's a competition for evil because, you know, they're just using horses to arouse people to gamble. And so we're not supposed to enter into such competitions. Don't be jealous of the one who practice injustice. And the Rav explains, don't be jealous of anybody. Don't be jealous of anybody, it says, but rather be jealous of Yirat Hashem and a person's awe of God. Now, this is something that is positive. That if you see somebody that has awe of God, true awe of God, then it is a worthy thing to be jealous of. You're not jealous of the person, you're jealous of the level of understanding and awe that he has of Hashem, which is a positive thing. Okay. All right, we're going forward. The Gemara continues. Is this really so that we're really allowed to antagonize the evil people? Right? See, another statement by an Amora that if you see a Russia, that things are going well with him. He's successful in all kinds of different ways. It's not the time to antagonize him. Because if his mazal is going well, that's a sign that God is giving this success to him for his own reasons. And we shouldn't necessarily enter into a battle or a war or fight with him. And if the mazal is with him, even though you're righteous, you could lose. It says, Yachilu derachav b'chol and the end of the pasuk, Maromish patecha minegdo. Kol tzarav yafiach behem. This verse is going to be broken down into several pieces, but to understand it, we'll first translate that a person, his pathway is laid out before him in all times, and God's justice is in front of him, and all those who suffer or try to afflict him, Torav, Yafiach behem, he'll blow them away. And so to the pasuk Yachilu derachav Yasu derachav Chayil, it makes his pathway strong. And even a Russia, if the hour is right for an evil person, he can win the case. And it's not, you can't blame the rabbis or the judges or the lawyers, but there's a divine justice in all of these things that even an evil person can succeed in a legal case for other reasons that we don't know about.
It's good, maybe torment.
Torment. Well, that's another word for antagonize. That's true. Okay. Yeah. And we see a support for this idea that the Russia can't succeed in a legal case because the pasuk says Meromish patecha kenegdo, that his judgment is high above. In other words, When Hashem can make an evil person succeed, which we have seen, unfortunately, many times in history, it's not because God is not fair or favors the Rasha, Has v'Shalom, but rather we know that Hashem lifts up the Rasha in order to bring him down hard. That if a person is not lifted up, then where's there to bring him down to? But when a person's on a high level, whether he's a president or he's a judge or a rabbi, whatever he is, Hashem will lift him up high before he brings them down. And that's because of his own understanding of time and space and the judgment on the person. Go ahead.
I just say, in the event of, say, a judgment that's based on the guy lying.
Yeah.